Hey, welcome back to Headbanger's Kitchen, and we have our guests here today, Vishwesh, the one-man army, and the guy with the Masti Bari Muskan, Akshay from Scribe. Hey guys, welcome to the show.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
He's talking to you.
Oh.
Hello.
How do you do, Demon?
I'm doing well. How are you guys?
Very well, thank you.
How did you do?
Did you do that?
Alright, so it's been a very interesting 1 year for Scribe. You guys have won a lot of awards. Best band, best album, best song at both the Metal Awards and JD Rock Awards. So how does it feel to be this band winning awards all the time?
On that very night, when it happened, every time it happened, twice it happened, we were the band that was going to play right after the award announcement. So as far as our itinerary was concerned, it was after that final award announcement comes Scribe. We realized that we have to be on stage and pick up an award and take a picture or something. And I don't think we had an idea about the number of things that we won after. Much after I think we played our set. And then we were like, hey dude, हम लोग 2-3 बार stage पे गए ना, कुछ scene हो गया था क्या? And then...
But you guys have always been like this critically acclaimed band in the scene, you know?
That really means lesser known.
No, I mean...
Or hipsters listen to us.
Yeah.
No, I mean, everybody who even doesn't really listen to metal loves Scribe. You know, people who don't normally like a Bhayanak Maut, a DR, or Resignima, they don't really listen to metal, they like the Pentagram and stuff. But they always love Scribe.
I doubt if these people really love Scribe as much as they love the way Scribe is. You know, just the stuff that they do. It's not really the music, and I doubt if any of them are, you know, have a playlist that has a large part of our music in it, other than the attentive audience, which is people who are keen on finding out what is new Indian metal and what's the new next band like.
Okay, coming back to the awards, you guys won a trip to Indonesia, I believe, to open for Good Charlotte.
Yes.
So tell us a little more about that and how did it go?
It
Never
hasn't gone.
went because apparently there has been a problem from the organizers at Bali, Indonesia, and the gig has been postponed to somewhere, I think mid-July or August or something like that. The dates haven't been confirmed. But yeah, there was a big bubble burst out of our kitty.
It says on your bio that you guys are a Bollywood inspired band, and you know, considering that most metalheads hate Bollywood and they're constantly waging a war against it, what do you have to say about that?
I don't think they hate Bollywood because of what Bollywood is. They hate Bollywood because of how far and wide it is, and how that the very idea of music in India is Bollywood. Bollywood today is a little disappointing, but when we grew up, which is like I think the 80s born generation, everyone who was born around in the first half or even the second half of the 80s was witness to an extremely new, almost slasher flick kind of quality to Bollywood, which had lots of characters and dialogues and punchlines and takya kalams and that kind of things, and that's the Bollywood that we grew up on.
And I think all of them, and I think will admit, and I know all of them did that, is because before you listen to metal, I think everybody went out to films with their parents. You know, that was a huge part of your Saturday. Yeah. So I think all of them did watch those films, but came to hate it or whatever. I don't know, because of influence from friends or internet or whatever, or other bands propagating it. I don't know. Whatever, you know, it's like, it's cool to hate the thing that's the most famous or the most commercial, whatever. And metal has been a big part of that, you know.
Like, ये हड्डियों का ढांचा कौन है? ये हड्डियों का ढांचा नहीं, ये निंजा चाचा है. Are you telling me that's not funny?
अरे गली का चाचा है.
हाँ, नहीं निंजा चाचा है.
निंजा चाचा बाद में बोलता है जब उसको सेंट मारता है बहुत.
हाँ, ऐसे करता है वो फिर. So I see this is funny on any level. You know what I'm saying?
And all of them know this.
Yeah, and it's just that because it's I don't know why people kind of deny it. It's just that we don't, and we happen to be every single one of us, especially Vas. Vas is like the Wikipedia of anything Bollywood. Sif, Sharpa, Sif. Sharpa. So, like Vas would know what film that is from. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but was it a conscious decision of the band to involve Bollywood in the songwriting, in the lyric writing?
I think you were there the first time it happened. And the first time it ever happened was with Bookie Love Song. And we were sitting in Farhad Wadia studio, and you were tracking my vocals at the time. I had just seen Black, Sanjay Leela Bhansali's Black, where he says, Mrs. Matmale, Vishal, so we did that bit just at the end of the song.
Just doing my
And
job.
I heard it finally when I heard the CD, and I was like, holy fuck! And I wasn't very sure how people were going to react to that. We feel that a large part of riff making is about that whole quality to the riff, and he writes a lot of the like, what is that? And he writes riffs even based on like Sri Lankan player names, man. Like what is that? Jai Surya Sanat 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 Sanat. See, so that's street orchard. See, so what I'm saying, it's so we always did never deny the fact that all this made you dance, made you move and do shit like that.
No, and I think especially today when it's like every band is looking to be, I don't know, like unique or whatever. I'm saying that the only way you're gonna be that is just accept whatever you're actually inspired by, and not just take inspiration from something that your friend says is cool or whatever. I don't know. That could be a part of your arsenal.
You used to play guitar. Tell
Yeah.
us a little bit about that.
I'm a very, very peaceful guitar player. So if you gave me a guitar, I'd probably write retarded songs about how there is a boil on my bum or some such thing. So my whole approach to the reason why I started playing the guitar was because I found it extremely liberating. It opened like a corridor of new doors in my head. I used to play guitars for Scribe and I used to write songs for them. So what happened since then was kind of it just went like it changed a little too fast for me to keep up with it. With metal, like guitars really don't make any sense, but with other stuff, with music in general, which is like not extreme, I can be of use other than vocal.
I think in the earlier Scribe albums, you had a lot more harshness in your voice. It was a lot more hardcore metal, and then you sort of developed that into your own unique style, which is doing all these quirky voices and stuff. But how did you get to screaming? I mean, from just playing guitar and doing vocals in a hip hop band.
There's a microphone and you can be heard, which means everything that you say into that, everything that you do into that needs to be kind of, well, you needn't have an idea about it, but you better be good at it, even if you don't have an idea about it. Screaming happened on its own. I have no technique for it, or I have no method or learning or tutorial that I used or anything. It just kind of happened where I was able to sound a certain way. And the first album, the first CD that we did was just clueless stabs in the dark for me.
Anyway, speaking of side projects, Akshay, you, I believe, are involved in a couple of them. Tell us a little bit about your side projects.
Right now, there's just two. One is Pangea. I'm currently finishing the album. Probably by this month, should be done with that.
Who's in Pangea with you?
Right now, it's me and Shadab Kadri. So, just getting members, speaking to a lot of people to start playing maybe on the album right now or when the band goes live later this year. So, that's one of them, and the other is just me. It's basically ambient music, film soundtrack music. And I had an album earlier this year. Maybe release one by the end of this year.
You also played in a few bands before Scribe, one of them being Skin Cold. How did it feel joining Scribe, because you were a new guy, in the scene, and here are all these guys who are one generation ahead of you.
Yeah.
Was it a challenge? Was it intimidating playing with people like Prashant?
I wouldn't say intimidating, but Scribe used to jam at the same jam room that Skin Cold used. So basically, it was Anand Bhagat, our drummer's house, which was empty. So we set up, our drums there and amps there and stuff like that. And so Scribe started jamming there. So I was basically there for almost all Scribe jams, just looking at them playing. Like you see a band live, but when you see them at jam, they're actually working towards what they're gonna be live, what they're gonna project themselves. So it's like that process is very integral if you want to be a part of anything. And I saw that basically the band growing up, writing all their songs. Basically one day I was just sitting in the jam room with Prashant, just chilling with all the guys, and he just happened to ask me if I wanted to play in Scribe, and I was just shocked. I couldn't understand what to say, because I knew at that time my playing wasn't up to the mark for Scribe, because it was more of a new metal thing. I had more taste in note choices than actual playing. And I sat down with Prav, we did a lot of sessions where like 6-hour, 8-hour sessions where we just sit and practice. And he got me up to par with the speed and the whole listening to what kind of music. Like he's helped me a lot throughout the years actually. And then that's how it just took off, and then we are here.
Also your live shows, do you guys pre-plan any of it? Because it's just, you don't know what to expect when you come for a Scribe gig.
if an audience had to take over a stage, what the hell would go down?
And you can see that when we call people up, they're basically
Yeah,
not standing in one place. They're not just looking at people there. They're in their own world, you know. And it's more, I think, more about that people love about this band is basically because it's our own world on stage. Like, we don't treat it as a stage where we are showing our songs off. Like, we understand the part where that when we go on stage, we are entertainers at the end of the day. You know, we completely understand that. And it's basically not putting on a show, but it's just showing what we actually are. What we are on stage is what we are off stage.
What can we expect from Scribe this year, next year?
I think there is most certainly a release, Akshay.
Yes.
There is a release this year.
There is a release.
We just apologize, it hasn't been soon.
And what can we expect from it?
Is he Sethi Saab?
He could be Sethi Saab.
He is Sethi Saab.
नमस्कार सेठी साहब.
नमस्कार.
नमस्कार. हमने सुना कि आपकी बेटी की शादी हो चुकी है.
मेरी बेटी है नहीं.
आपकी बेटी नहीं है.
मर चुकी
मतलब इनके नेबर होंगे मिस्टर गुप्ता.
मैं Sethi Saab का डॉक्टर हूँ. He is delusional.
Delusional. Delusional.
अच्छा क्या बोल रहा था वो?
न्यू एल्बम में क्या होने वाला है?
So, most definitely, I think हम बोल देते हैं.
नहीं.
बोल देते.
नहीं.
सुनना.
नहीं.
Exclusive.
No.
Exclusive.
No.
अच्छा off the record.
No.
Off the record.
ऐसे मत कर अक्षय please don't मैं टोनी ब्रैक्सटन कवर करूंगा songs is fine.
Alright, and while they argue away, I'm going to go and heat up that One Wing Chicken Piccata and get them to taste it. We come to the most important part of the show where you get to taste the food that we made. So we made a One Wing Chicken Piccata for you, Vishwesh.
So clever that is.
And because you are vegetarian, Akshay, we made you a paneer version of that, a Paneer Piccata.
It's a nice square, no?
सब कोरिया वाले लोग लेके आते हैं पार्सल.
Like our food has nipples on them, no?
Nipples.
Lemony nipples. लेकिन एक ही दिया है. They must come in pairs, demon. What are you talking about?
ताटला है वो.
So here's your second breast, Vishwesh.
Thank you very much. Yes.
2 breasts for Vishwesh.
Thank you. Is there a cup?
Actually not.
No. Excellent. This is so good.
Juice भी दिया थे.
It's time to dig in now, guys.
Fantastic. I'm going to choose a part of it that is with all of the wetness.
3, 2, 6, 6, 6. Sexuality of Pamela Anderson.
Oh, I want to have sex with everybody right now. Everybody I know.
Imir?
Oh, fuck. Dude, provocative chicken है. Zignima गाना गाने का मन कर रहा है dude. Who gives a fork? Who gives a fork? Who gives a fork?
I rated 6 out of 6 out of 6.
And Mr. Vishwesh, are you satisfied with your juicy double breasts?
7 out of 6, man. I think the only thing it needs is some more chicken.
You have 2 more breasts here for you.
Oh, thank you, man.
You to total recall से भी एक जाता.
I can write poetry on this, huh?
Why don't you wax eloquent then?
Huh? Because I didn't bring my waxing kit.
Alright, so there you have it. Straight from the members of Scribe, the chicken and the Paneer Piccata, or should I say the One Wing Chicken and the Paneer Piccata
I don't even know
are
what
good.
you're talking
But the Paneer Piccata is a body.
Of the chicken Piccata.
Chicken cook panna mandanero, paneer cook pandanaro, chicken cook panna mandanero, Demonstealer mundanaro, Rakshasan, avandan, Demonstealer, vandan, Rakshasan, Asuran, Dushtan, and avandan, Kallevechu Bear, Headbanger's kitchen pulle, Afai Kure. On the plate with a spoon in the heartum, anything to do in the headbanger.
Jump करना पड़ेगा dude. Jump करना पड़ेगा dude.